This is the door of my Corvette, and it's got a lot of problems. It's really a rusty door, and I've been looking for a replacement for this door for a long time. And the issue is that there's only 3 years that are right for my car. It has to be a 73, 74, or 75 convertible driver's side door, relatively rust-free, and that's hard to find. Okay, time for my intro video. Watch for my Corvette to drive by. You're watching On the Mark with Mark. I can't find a new one, but I didn't get to drive my Corvette all last summer. Not because of this rustiness here, but because I'm replacing the suspension on my car with a Ride-Tech suspension. And I got the whole rear end done on it, and I just need to reinstall the steering column, the steering box with a Borgson steering box, and put the front suspension back together on it. And a few other Mickey Mouse things that I've been working on need to go back in it. But I decided that I wanted to get rid of these. There's a couple of chips on this door. Here's a picture. This is a chip that's at the leading edge of the door, and the previous owner told me that he was parked pointing downhill, and when he opened the door, he didn't hang on to it, and it kind of overextended. And it apparently, the fiberglass interferes with part of the hinge and actually cracked off that little bit. Now, my brother does a lot of work with fiberglass boats, and so he generously volunteered to repair that chip there, and that was great. The other place that there was bad fiberglass is here. If you look at this is right up by the door handle, and I'm not sure, somehow the door is sagging or something, but it kind of, I guess it cracked into the back part of the door frame or something. But anyway, it got busted up there, and my brother Mike, he also did the fiberglass work on that, and boy, he did a nice job. It's really nice. The reason I'm doing that is because you go to these cruise nights around here, which we have, I think it's every Thursday night. It's a pretty fun thing to do, and you've got to have a thick skin if you're going to take your car to a car show or something like this, because there's always some moron that's got to come by and point out all of these little flaws in your car like I don't know about them. So it's just a little bit aggravating. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to get these fixed. So he's done the major fiberglass repair, and then I'm going to take it to a friend of mine's got a body shop, and he'll blend in the paint, and we'll just match these small places, because painting a whole Corvette is an expensive endeavor, and that is coming, but not until I can find a replacement door for this. So if you've got a 73, 74, 75 convertible door, driver's side, rust-free, boy, leave a comment, because I want to talk to you. Now, I did buy one, but it's for a 69 through 72. It doesn't have the steel I-beam that this one has in it. So that would be something I'd be willing to trade if somebody's looking for one of those, or if somebody just wants to buy it outright. The passenger's door was pretty bad too, and I have a replacement for it already, but I've been having a heck of a time with this driver's side. So part of the problem with this door is, if you see here, this thing is delaminating. See that? And it doesn't get any better as you go down. So this door is junk. I mean, it is really bad. It has rusted away. So since it's junk, that means I can do things to it that I wouldn't ordinarily do to a good door. So that's what I'm gonna do today. And my plan is to try and JB Weld that fiberglass onto the metal, the rusty metal frame. Here, if you look along the bottom edge, it's rusting real bad, but this is hanging on pretty good. I know it's bad. And then this must have been the worst place. This is something that the previous owner, or maybe the guy before him, I don't know. This corner apparently was so bad that it's been fiberglassed in. So that's just horrible. This door has got to go. But since I don't have another door and I want to drive my car this summer, I got to make do with this one. I'm going to try to repair the delamination with some JB Weld. So let's get started. So I need to clean up the surfaces there that the JB Weld is going to be bonding to. And there's a bunch of nasty rust in between there. So I have this nice nail file that my wife had, and I think that is going to work fairly decent in between here. And, you know, I'm only going to be able to do so much. Gonna put tape everywhere I don't want JB Weld stuck on. So if it should happen to spill past a little ways, it'll be on the tape instead of on the body of the car. I'm really going to be testing the bonding power of JB Weld because I can't get these surfaces as clean as what I would really like. You know, there's still going to be some loose rust in there. That's going to be kind of a challenge. Okay, let's go for it. The JB Weld has had time to set up overnight, and I have to admit I have low expectations. Boy, I don't see it moving. Now, I did not test to see if JB Weld can bond to this plastic. So I may be in trouble here. No, it isn't sticking. I mean, it sticks a little bit, but it is coming off. That was lucky. That cleaned up pretty nice down there. I'm happy with that. Let's get that big knob off of there. That is really not too bad. I'm very happy with that. That is bonded onto there now. And it's kind of gross looking on this backside, but don't forget this door is junk. And when the body shop puts a little bit of paint on that, it'll look just as good as this other crap over here, except for this fiberglass won't be flapping in the breeze anymore. So I'm gonna call it a success. You know, JB Weld ought to pay me, because that wasn't the cleanest joint I had there. There was a lot of dust in there still. I mean, I blew it off with the air gun, but boy, it bonded good. Let's keep going. I only have a little bit to remove over here. I wasn't as generous with the JB Weld here. I can still see there's some tape underneath the edge right there, and that's what I was working on a lot over there, because if you recall, I put tape on where I didn't want the JB Weld to stick. Well, it's stiff enough that the JB Weld kind of is holding the tape on, but it does come off with a little bit of prying. So I'm going to smooth this out. You can see some of the tape right there. This is not so bad. Boy, it really is holding good. Yep, kind of opened up a little crack right there. Well, that's the main thing. I know this is a bit of a Bubba job, but you understand my position right here with this. And this has bonded the fiberglass to this rusty shell really well. I'm very happy with it, and I understand this is gross looking. And when I get it to the body shop and I say, hey, I need you to touch up in this door jamb, they're going to go, yeah. But, you know, it doesn't take too long to explain, you know. This is a rusty door, and I'm trying to find a good one, but it just isn't shaking out. So I've got a little bit of this glue that holds this foam on here, so I'll glue that back on. And I think I'll polish on this little cone receiver here and get the paint off of it from whoever painted the car last, and kind of trim that up a little bit. But other than that, this works. This is not the way to do it, but in this circumstance, this is a good alternative. So thanks for watching. I hope you're not in my boat with this sort of situation, but if you are, there is something you can do. JB Weld. Hey folks at JB Weld, you have an excellent product here. If you want to send me some money, I would accept it. Thanks for watching. If you thought this had some value or just enjoyed watching me file on this thing, hit the like button, and if you would subscribe, I'd really appreciate that. Thank you.